and welcome to episode number 2 of 7 Things on Purpose Arena. My name is Kemi Oye, the career doctor, and I'm here this lovely day, taking over from Dr. Sam, who normally hosts this show. And it really is a privilege. It's an absolute honor to be here today, taking over this show. I do apologize for keeping everyone waiting. If you logged on at 7 o'clock, we were trying to sort a few things out, and I'm sure you would understand. So who do we have today? So where are you? So who's on the line? Who's on the call? Who's connecting? And where are you connecting from? So who do we have? Tosin, hello, Tosin, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Not sure where you're calling from. So where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from, Tosin? Really lovely to have you. And thank you ever so much for being patient. I'm super excited to be here today. And I'm sure you will be blessed today because our guest speaker has a fantastic subject that we all really ought to listen to be honest. And so I'm excited. As usual, I've got my notepad, I've got my pen, ready to learn, ready to, listen to what our special guest has to say today. So Tosin's calling from Nigeria. Good evening from Nigeria. Amazing. Elizabeth connecting from Nigeria. You're welcome. It's great to have everyone on board. Great to have you. So as I said, I'm going to be bringing on our guest very, very soon. But before then, it's just to say, be prepared, open your heart to receive, to be blessed. And I'm sure we will all be blessed today. So I'm just going to introduce my special guest to you, and I'm going to read her bio very quickly. So that you have an understanding of who's coming on and what she's about to share with us. So who do we have? We have a lady called Eunice Oluwatomisin Okunola. Okay, she's a 200 level student of Obafemi Awolowo University, born and brought up in Nigeria, in Ibadan. Okay, so she's fully fledged Nigerian, and I'm excited to have her. Just a little bit more about her. So she loves discovering ideas. She loves writing music, reading, cooking. And one of the things that she enjoys the most is about having an impact and influencing young people. So she works in her church and she works with teenagers. She's committed to doing this work. And some of the things that gets her going is concern for others, consistency, and courage. She has chosen this subject, and I'll bring her on shortly to talk about purpose, really. So it's 7 things you need to know about purpose. And she's chosen it because she believes that achieving purpose should be everyone's priority, because a life without purpose tends to lead to failure, disappointment, and abandonment by God. That is a very, very, very strong statement to make. So without further ado, I will bring her on. So I'm sure you're ready. If you are ready, just say ready, excited, ready to bring her up. And she is going to be coming up shortly. So do welcome Eunice to the show. You're welcome, Eunice. Good evening. It's lovely to have you. How are you doing today?
Very fine.
Very well. Okay. So I've read a little bit about you. So tell us a bit more. Tell the viewers a little bit about you that I haven't already shared, maybe.
Okay. In addition to what I just already said, I am Okola Oluwatomisin. I saw that State, Nigeria. A Christian, a devoted child of God, a spirit-filled person, a committed person. I think that's all I can say for now.
Okay, that's amazing, amazing, amazing. So we are ready to allow you to take the floor, really. So you're going to be sharing with us 7 things about purpose, right? So why did you choose this
Yeah.
subject? Why is it?
Like I already said in my bio stuff, the main reason I chose purpose is because a life without purpose tends to lead to failure, a life of disappointment, a life that even God, the creator, will abandon such person. Because God Himself created us and brought us to this earth to fulfill a particular purpose. So if such person came to this earth without bothering to discover God's purpose for his or her life, such person might be a failure and God might even abandon such person.
Hmm. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so are you ready to go for number one? So what's the 7 things that you would like to share? What's number one of the 7 things that you would like to share about purpose?
Okay, my number one thing I would like to share is definition of purpose. What is
Okay.
purpose? Purpose is the reason for which something is created or something exists. There's a reason for it. That is why it is called purpose. The reason for which something is created, not just for anything, but just for a particular reason for which something is created or something exists. So that is my number one on the list definition of purpose, which means a reason for which something is created or something exists.
Okay. And why is it important for us to understand the definition of purpose?
It is very nice for us to understand the definition of purpose because if we don't understand the purpose, we might not know the reason or probably the essence of it. So when you know that the reason for which something is created, you really need to know the meaning, which is purpose. It will give you more idea, more understanding, more power to just pursue it. Like I need the reason for it is purpose. I really need to pursue this thing. When you know its meaning, be able to pursue it, to do follow up with it, to just make sure you achieve it. That is when you know the meaning of purpose itself.
Okay, thank you. And you know what, right? As you were
Yes, ma'am.
talking, I thought to myself, hold on. So this isn't just about us as human beings, right? As you were talking, it just occurred to me that actually, if you have something and you don't actually know its purpose, you will abuse it in the same way as a human being. So, for example, if you decide to use your pen to do something else that it's not meant for, you won't get the 100% satisfaction. You won't get the whole reason why the pen was created. So I think you've sparked something in me about it's not just about people, but it's about things. It's about, the purpose why you're here, the purpose why you're in a location, the purpose for everything. So yeah, that's amazing. What's number two?
Okay, number two thing on my list is I want everyone to know that God has a purpose for everyone. God didn't just create anybody on this earth without a purpose, irrespective of your age, your religion, your personality, you have a purpose. According to what I have here in the book of Jeremiah 1, verse 5, which says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nation. That is to say, even before we were born, God already has a purpose for us. It's just left for us to come into this earth and then we start fulfilling it, we start achieving our purpose. My main point here, number two, is to let everyone know that God has a purpose for us, irrespective of who we are. He has a purpose for us. Just according to what we have in the book of Jeremiah 1, verse 5, He has a purpose for everybody. Everyone on this earth, He has a purpose for us.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Number 3.
Okay, number three. Now that we all know that God has a purpose for us, it is left to us to discover the purpose, which I titled Discovering Purpose.
Okay. Tell us a bit.
Created me. Ma?
Okay, carry on. Tell us a bit more about discovering.
Okay, talking about discovering God's purpose for our individual life, it requires prayer. Like we seeking the face of God. God, what is the purpose you have for my life? What is that thing you have brought me to this earth to do? It is not just one thing that will wake up one day and be like, okay, let me just choose this, let me just choose this, let me choose pay as per se this thing will fit in for my purpose. It is more than that. It is all about we seeking the face of God. We really need to seek his face for us to discover the purpose he has for us through
Mm.
prayer, through the word of God, through I just don't know how to put it, but then I think prayer is very, very paramount. Prayer is very,
Okay.
very important in discovering God's purpose in our life.
Okay. So if you're speaking to, so maybe someone's on this platform right now who maybe doesn't know God, or they're not very good at praying, what advice would you give to them?
Okay, such person I will advise you really need to be saved first. After you have been saved, then you work out your relationship with God. After working your relationship with God, then other things can follow. With that, you'll be able to discover the purpose of God for your life.
So how do you pray? How do you ask God? For somebody who's not very good with prayer or may not even know how to pray, how would you what would you be saying to God?
God, like when I pray my own prayers, those days I'll be like, God, reveal the purpose you have for my life to me. Help me, O Lord, to discover the reason why you've brought me to this earth. I don't want to come to this earth in vain. I don't want to come without having impact. I don't want to come without fulfilling that main reason you brought me to this earth. These are one of the prayer points I tell God during my quiet time. The God should reveal His purpose for my life. He should help me discover His purpose for my life. So as such person that can't pray, such prayers will be nice for the person to start praying. And I
Mm.
believe we have a God that listens to us, is ever ready to answer our prayers. And I believe with time, with consistency in the prayer, God will reveal the purpose.
Okay, okay. How long does it take? So how long do you have to pray for to hear God generally? So I'm just asking you this so that you can speak to the people listening to you that what if I've asked God and I'm not hearing anything? What do you do? So
Come
you've been
again, ma.
so say you've been saved, right? And maybe you need to tell us a bit more about what it means to be saved for somebody who's listening to this. What does it mean to
Okay,
be saved? And how long does it take for God to answer that prayer?
okay. For one to be saved means accepting Christ as one's personal Lord and Savior. There's a difference between a child of God, a normal child of God, and a child of God that actually believe in God. So what I meant by being saved is accepting Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. And you also asked that, like, how many days will it take for God to answer such prayers? I believe it's commitment and consistency. It's not a thing that you do today and you give it a break. Okay, you do it tomorrow, you give it another break. No, you have to be consistent with your prayers. You have to be committed with it, and it has to be something you do with your whole heart.
So true, so true. This is powerful. I'm enjoying this. So what's number 4?
Okay. Number four is fulfilling purpose.
Yeah. So tell us about fulfilling purpose.
Okay. Number three, such person already discovered his or her purpose. It doesn't end there. It doesn't stop there. After discovery, you need to fulfill God's purpose for your life. It's not that, okay, oh, now I know I've been ordained as a minister of God. Oh, sorry, I've been ordained as a drama minister to preach Christ to people through drama and all that. And such person now decides to be like, now that I know it, that's the end of it. It is not all about that. It doesn't end there. You have to fulfill God's purpose for your life, which is very, very also important. So after discovery, the next thing which is on point is the fulfilling purpose, which is very, 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 very important.
Okay. So what do you say to someone who's, and I agree with you. I think we've got someone who says God speaks to us all the time, just that we need to be in tune. That is so true. So when I asked the question about prayers, like how long does it take? Um, that's so true about how God relates to us, but we just need to be sensitive to that voice. We need to be in a place where we're able to receive from God. Otherwise, we won't hear it. So it's so important to do that. But after you've discovered, then you're talking about fulfillment. What do you say to someone who feels they haven't got the energy, they haven't got the time, it's too much hard work? It's what do you say to someone like that?
Sorry, I didn't get that, ma. Please come
So
again.
you talked about discovery, right? So you
Yes.
discover, which is fantastic. And the next step then is once you discover it, you need to do something with it. You can't just discover it and sit there and not do anything with it. So my question is, in the process of fulfillment, how do you advise someone who's, so they've discovered it, but they're not prepared to go out and do it because they feel it's too much hard work, or they haven't got the energy to do it, or they just see it as a burden? How do you advise anyone who's in that space? Oh, I think Eunice is frozen. So yeah, this is good. This is really good stuff. Fulfilling purpose. So she talked about four stages. For those who've just joined, or for those who've been following, this has been really good. So 7 things about purpose. While we wait for her to come back on, I'll just do a quick recap on what she shared so far. So 7 things about purpose. The first thing she said was we need to have a good definition of what purpose is about. So great definition. Yes, network issues, network issues, but we need to have a good definition of what purpose is all about. And she said, it's simply the reason why something exists. So the reason why you as a person exists. And it's so important to understand why you're here so that you know what to do with your life. So I think that's a really good starting point. And then she went on to say, God has a purpose for everyone. So this is number 2. God has a purpose for everyone. And she went on to quote Jeremiah 1:5, saying that before you were born, God had a purpose for you. I think she's back on now. Eunice, are you back on? Because I think I could hear her. Are you back on? Okay, let's carry on while she tries to get back on. Yeah, let's just carry on whilst we try to get her back on. So number 2, she said, God has a purpose for everyone. You're back, you're back. Good to have you back. Good to have you back. Good to have you back.
Network issue.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I think do you know what? It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. Network issues, it doesn't matter where you are. It happens to everyone. So expand on about, no, actually, let's move on to number 5. So you stopped at fulfilling purpose. So once you've discovered it, you need to go away and do something with what you've discovered, which is absolutely true. What's number 5?
Okay, number 5 is commitment.
Commitment. Okay, tell us about commitment.
Okay, first, once you fulfill God's purpose for your life, you have to be committed with it. Most people, they might want to see it as okay, probably taking it with levity, which is not meant to be so. In whatever thing we find ourselves doing, we should be committed. And this is even involving God. So I feel a commitment should be 100% if there's anything like that. So
Our commit.
concerning our purpose, we
Sorry, I
should
didn't
be,
get.
ma?
Our commitment should be. I didn't get what you said.
I said commitment should be 100%.
Okay, okay. Sorry, carry on.
So that is what I have to say about
Okay.
commitment.
But how do you stay committed? How do you stay committed to fulfilling your purpose?
Okay, now
What are the things that help you stay committed to fulfilling purpose?
I've been using a drama minister as a case study. So for a drama minister to be committed, now the drama minister is meant to act a particular role, and the role is the role that will bring souls to Christ, win souls for Christ. Person is not like I can't do this. This role doesn't fit me well. This role won't be nice for me. This role
Yeah.
won't be okay for me. That such person will not be committed to, to fulfilling their purpose. So, as a drama minister, you already discovered God's purpose. That, okay, oh, I'm to use this drama to preach gospel. I'm to use it to propagate the gospel, irrespective of the role such person is given. Such person has to take it and pray and also act it very well so that even
Mm.
the role itself will fulfill the purpose. So that you just go and train, act it without passing message across or without the role having impact on people. So that is what I have to say about commitment.
Okay, amazing, amazing. What's number 6?
I hope you got that, ma.
Yes, I did. What's number 6? Amazing.
Okay. Number 6, surround yourself with positive people.
Okay. Tell us a
So
bit.
now you're fulfilling God's purpose, you're committed with it. You really need people that will still push you forward to do more, even if you are not doing enough. You really need to surround yourself with people that will push you. Okay, this thing you're not doing it, you have to do it well. This one, you can do more, you can do better. So you surround yourself with positive people that will encourage you, that will be there to push you forward, not people that will even be there to discourage you and be like, what's there about this thing? What's there about this purpose that you're carrying about? What's special about it? No, no, no. You don't need such people around you. You need people that are positive, that will be there to push you forward.
And what do you say with people if you're not surrounded with positive people? You've just articulated that it's not good for you. I mean, it kind of distracts you from where you're going. How do you get rid of people that are not seeing the vision that God has given to you? How do you break free from certain people who are not positively influencing you?
Okay, number one, well, I feel through prayers, and it's not about prayers alone. It's all about you yourself having your stand, having your say. Because when you pray that God, I want you to separate me with these people. I don't want to move with this kind of people. These people are not positive influence in my life. Then you need to take your stand on, no, I'm not moving with you people again. There there have to be a separation between us.
Mm.
And
Amazing.
taking a stand. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma, I can hear you.
Okay. I got that. I got that. So the last thing you said was just like Dr. Sam's saying, take your stand and be intentional. Of course, good, with the right people. Otherwise, you get distracted and people can take you off course. Amazing, fantastic. What's number
Okay. Number 7. Number 7.
Yes, number 7.
Number 7 is
Uh,
explore.
sorry, say that again. We lost you for a second. Number 7.
Did you get that, ma?
No, I didn't. I don't know if it's me or you, but number 7. Sorry, say it again. So we're having a little
Explore.
bit. Number 7 is what? Sorry, explore.
Yes, ma.
Explore. Okay. What does it mean to explore?
Okay.
Wow, this network is wonderful. The network's wonderful. Eunice, can you hear me? Yeah, Eunice, can you hear me? It's network again. So whilst I can see her, the sound has gone. So I got number 7, explore. Amazing. So this has been absolutely amazing. And I think for anyone and everyone listening, I think it's really been, just what it is, really. Purpose is something that it's a subject that's really dear to my own heart, very dear to Dr. Sam's heart as well. And those 7 things are really powerful keys to help us stay on purpose, to help us just think that we all have a higher calling, and we're not here to just take up space. So I'll just do a quick recap before I conclude. I don't know if she's coming back on, but I'll just go through the 7 points for anyone who's just joined, or for anyone who joined halfway. So 7 things about purpose was number 1, definition of purpose, and she talked to us about having that clear definition in terms of the reason for existence. Number 2 was God has a purpose for everyone. She gave us a scriptural verse in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. And she said, before we were born, God had a purpose for each and every one of us. So even before we came to planet Earth, God had a reason why he already ordained us to do a particular thing. Number 3, she said it's important to discover your purpose. And how do you discover? She mentioned about being saved. So first of all, you need to even know God. You need to know, that God is God, and he's in your purpose is him. So he's the only person who can tell you what your purpose is. You need to be saved, so simply accept him as Lord and Savior, and then he will reveal it to you when you have that close connection to him. You pray, so you essentially pray to discover it. And then she moved on to talk about number 4, fulfillment. So whilst you know it, you've discovered it, then you really need to do something about it. So go ahead and fulfill it. Number 5, she talked about commitment. So you need to be unwavering. You need to commit to it 100%. And make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, be committed to it and do it well. Put in your 100% towards what you need to do. Number 6, she said, surround yourself with positive people. So again, it's really clear cut. If you're going somewhere and you have really good people around you, they will enable you to get to that place faster, quicker, better. And if you've got anyone around you who are, I suppose, a hindrance, then you need to be sensitive to that and make sure you're able to break free from those people, because they may drag you down. So you need to take a stand. You need to separate yourself from people who are not so positive. And the final point she made just before the network issues was explore. So you need to explore what your purpose is all about. Just by show of thanks, I think we need to say thank you so much to Eunice. She has been amazing today. I've learnt quite a lot. I've taken notes. And I'm sure you've also been blessed. So just help me say thank you to Eunice. Help me say thank you to her. She has been amazing. And that I doubt she'll be coming back on, but thank you so much for listening. Now, just to wrap up, purpose is something, like I said, it's very, very dear to Dr. Sam's heart. And for anyone and everyone who knows him, he's known as the purpose preacher. You're back.
Ma'am. Hello, ma.
Okay, you're back. So any final remarks before you go off? Any final comments?
Hello, ma.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma.
Okay, so do you have any final words before you go off? I was just saying thank you so much.
Final.
Yes, any final remarks?
Oh, what I would like to say is, as individual, I said this when I first started. It will be very, very nice for us to discover God's purpose.
Network. The network is just not loving us today. I don't know what it is, but hey, that's the world we live in today. And I think everyone understands, because it happens to everyone. So that's perfectly okay. But like I said, help me thank Eunice. She's been amazing. I was just going to announce before she came back on that, purpose is something that is very close to Dr. Sam's heart. And for everyone on this platform, I'm sure you're aware of that. And if it's something that you're interested in exploring, so if you're out there and you feel there's more to me, there's just something about me that I'm not doing, I'm not fulfilled, I know there's a higher calling, and I'm not quite there, or I don't even know what it is. Dr. Sam is your person. He's your go-to person. And he has Spin. And Spin has been designed for anyone who wants to discover their purpose, explore their purpose, fulfill their purpose, be committed to. So basically all the things that Eunice has spoken to us about this evening, if you are interested in that, please go and register. It's called the School of Purpose and Influence. It's on the screen, spinuniversity.org. So please go and register. It's highly subscribed, if not oversubscribed. There may be a waiting list, and that's how good it is. So please go ahead and head off to spinuniversity.org. Also, if you would like to feature on 7 Things, so this is a show that we have, we put on every fortnight. So the next one will be in 2 weeks' time. Do send a message to the admin, so somebody on the admin team on the Facebook page, and we will pick that up, or send a message to Dr. Sam directly, or even myself, Kemi Oye. You will find me on Facebook or on Instagram at Kemi_Oye. Send me a message and we will be delighted to have you on 7 Things. Everyone has something, everyone has a message. So if you would like to share that, please go ahead and speak to Dr. Sam. So that is all we have for today. And thank you so much to everyone who's connected, for your amazing comments, for your engagement. Ever so grateful. And to Dr. Sam, thank you so much. God truly bless you. Through this platform, people have been touched, lives have been transformed. And, you know, it's just a privilege once again to have hosted this today. So that's all we have for today. Until 2 weeks' time, it's goodbye and God bless.